Welcome back to the Marshalltown Community College Student Activity Center. Game 2 of this Wednesday doubleheader. The MCC women defeating DMAC moments ago, 60-56. And now we have a matchup between the Eagles of Kirkwood Community College out of Cedar Rapids against the MCC Tigers. Kirkwood, coached by Brian Peterson in his 5th year, an Iowa State University grad, helped that men's program be successful, and he's carried it over to the coaching ranks here. Eagles are 6-1 coming in, and they will be starting a 6'7" freshman forward from Iowa City, number 2, Sabian Sims. They will also start a 5'8" sophomore guard from Chicago, Illinois, number 3, Alante Pickens. Another starter will be a 6'4" redshirt freshman from Ankeny. He's a guard, number 25, Connor Kasperbauer. Also starting is a 6'7" sophomore forward from Des Moines, number 33, Doug Wilson. And the 5th starter is from Marshalltown, 6'7" freshman, number 43, Luke Apple. For the MCC Tigers, they will start the lineup they started in their win on Monday night when they defeated Iowa Central at the buzzer, 77-75. A redshirt sophomore 6'4" guard from Barcelona, Spain, Juan Kofe. Also starting is a 6'5" sophomore guard from Novi Sad, Serbia, number 5, Goran Vidovic. A 6-foot freshman guard from Atlanta, Georgia, number 11, Nick Fleming. A 6'5" sophomore guard from Dallas, Texas, Kelton Edwards. And the 5th starter, a 6'10" sophomore forward from Campo Grande, Brazil, number 30, Eduardo Lane. Eduardo had a tremendous game in the victory over Iowa Central for Coach Brynjersen. So the victory march will hold for 2 halves. We'll see how this one unfolds. And we see Luke Apple's brother Michael, who was an assistant coach for a couple of years here at MCC, in attendance this evening, rooting on his younger brother, though he's playing at Kirkwood. 20 minutes to go. Kirkwood will be in the blue, trimmed in white. The Tigers will be in the white, trimmed in navy blue. Jumping center for Kirkwood will be Doug Wilson, it appears, at 6'7". He looks taller than 6'7". Tall and lanky. We'll see if this is a fast-paced game and how much influence the bench has in the outcome of this one. Officiating crew ready. Center tip is ready, and here we go. Kirkwood controls the tip. Alante Pickens looks like is the general of the offense. They go high post. Down the lane for the carry-up shot. It gets the bounce for Doug Wilson. Kirkwood with the early basket. Tigers coming down court. Nick Fleming waiting for Goran Vidovic. Lane sets the high post screen. Kofe from the right sideline. Now to Kelton Edwards. Vidovic up top to Fleming. Kirkwood playing a tight man. Inside Eduardo Lane. He's matched up against Luke Apple, the freshman. Lane with a hook shot. Gets the shooter's bounce. You can see Eduardo developing the confidence each time he steps on the court. Getting a couple starts now will help that as well. He's dropped against Doug Wilson. Wilson's layup attempt won't go outside for the 3 ball from the wing. Won't go as well. Rebounded by Sabian Sims. Sims deals it to Pickens. Inside to Apple. One-on-one against Juan Coffey. Apple with a spin move. Saw that a lot of times in the 3 years he played varsity at Marshalltown High when we were broadcasting the Bobcat games on the radio. Edwards to Kofi outside. He works the baseline left. Back to Edwards. Now to Vidovic. Kofi spins it back looking for Edwards. It's out of bounds. Touched last by the Tigers. 18:25 to play here in the first half. 4-2 Kirkwood. Alante Pickens sets the offense. To the right it comes to Sabian Sims. Wilson on the drive, and a blocking foul will go against Eduardo Lane of the Tigers. MCC student body getting a little vocal down there. Kirkwood will inbound it. Baseline left, offensive court. Alante Pickens looking inside. Way outside now to Casper Bauer. Casper Bauer deals it left to Sims. Looking inside, the ball goes out of bounds. Belongs to the Tigers. Tigers have had a couple of close games here at home as of late. Winning one at the buzzer, losing one at the buzzer. Now Iowa's winning over Iowa Central and losing one in the Emerson Classic. Here's Goran Vidovic back outside. Juan Kofi looking inside for Eduardo Lane. Lane working up against Apple. Off the glass for two. So you've got left-hander going against left-hander, and we are tied for the second time this evening. Kirkwood sets it left. Now Apple, capable of shooting the three. Gives it back to Pickens. Pickens looking right side. Sims. Casper Bauer. Casper Bauer with 7 on the shot clock. Gets the high screen. Now the drive against Lane. The shot is up. No shooter's bounce. Inside, Sims had the rebound. Stripped away by Nicholas Fleming. Fleming pulls up. 16-foot jumper off the bracket. Kirkwood basketball. Down court we go. On the outside, the shot is up and good for 3 by Alante Pickens. 7-4 Kirkwood. Vidovic. Kofi goes inside. Now to Lane against Apple. Behind the back, over the head pass. Got away. Good idea. Poor execution. 3 ball from the outside is no good, and Juan Kofi. Tigers on the break going the other direction. Fleming inside to Lane. Apple with a little bit of shove in there. Lane backing him up on the block. Eduardo with his spin move. Nicely done. Executed. Eduardo Lane with a basket. 7-6 Kirkwood. Tigers going into the post. Kirkwood looking outside. Sims. Casper Bauer. Pickens. Pickens drives, kicks it baseline. Wilson with an over-the-head stuff with some emphasis. 9-6. Kirkwood. Kofi outside the arc. Fleming feeds it inside. Lane dumps it off to Kofi on the double team, and Wilson trying to go straight up. It's going to be whistled for the foul on the inside. First foul against Wilson. First foul against Kirkwood. At the free throw line, shooting 2, Juan Kofi. 15:29 to play here. First free throw attempts of the ball game. Kofi's first is up and good. And we have J.J. Foster and Basiru Njai checking in the Tiger lineup. Njai will take his spot on the right side. Kofi takes his time, and it's the second one. Got injured, a foot injury, and was granted a redshirt season last year. But he was at every game on the crutches. Apple deals it left. Apple, of course, from Marshalltown. Now the double team by Njai inside. Casper Bauer looked at taking the three, but shuffled the feet before starting the drive down low. Tiger ball on the outside. Looking it over to Coffey. Right wing. Double team, kicks it back. Kelton Edwards. Jumper is good. Edwards stayed with it the other night and let the game come to him, and it did. Good second half scoring effort, propelling the Tigers to the win over Iowa Central. Apple backs his defender inside. Here's Wilson using the basket as a shield. Kirkwood's back in front by a point. J.J. Foster, Goran Vidovic. Right side it goes, Edwards, now Foster. Juan Coffey trying to take his man step for step. Off the glass, nice move. Got the first half step. Juan very quick, accelerating, and then elevating. 12-11 Tigers. This one we expected to be close. So far it is. Apple fakes the three, drives on Coffey. Coffey cuts him off, backdoor pass. Casper Bauer inside, up and good. Give your teammate the best shot he can get with that pass. Kirkwood by a point, inside to Njai, guarded by Apple. Bassaru goes into the double team underneath the Coffey. One shot comes up a bit short. Apple rebounds, outlet, Wilson takes it down, kicks it outside. Three ball on the way, good by Pickens. His second tray of the night. (16-12) coming up on 13 minutes left in the first half. Coffey goes inside to Kelton Edwards. Edwards turnaround jumper, no good. Rebounded Casper Bauer. Kirkwood keeps the pressure up. Driving it left. Deflected by Edwards, saved by Kirkwood from the wing Sims. Casper Bauer. We're at 13 minutes to play in the half. The last couple minutes have been all Kirkwood. Pass goes down low to Apple. Got a push off. Into the lineup comes Devontae Thedford along with Nico Gosnell. Gosnell is number 40. Thedford is number 5. Eduardo Lane returns for the Tigers. Foster and Fleming are the guards. 4-point differential right now. Coffey out, goes inside Eduardo Lane. Comes back to the hoop, tried to get the dribbler over the top. He's fouled by Nico Gosnell. At the line goes Eduardo Lane. Eduardo with 6 points has carried the Tigers here in the early going. Edwards has a basket and Coffey has a basket and a couple of free throws. Lane takes his time. Rotation is good. He showed a lot of potential last year, and he's fulfilling that now. And he's going to fill out a little more too, physical-wise. Taking plenty of time to look at the hoop. Nice rotation, and the basket good. 16-14, 12:40 left in the half. Kirkwood also brought in Brady Sartorius, number 10. So a couple of new faces in that Eagles lineup. Sartorius with the basketball right now. Got the screen from Wilson. Will try to feed it back. And Wilson going to knock Eduardo Lane to the court. Eduardo may have helped out with that call, but he hit the deck. That's the second foul against Wilson. Third team foul. The ball's in play for the Tigers. Looking for the tie right here. You see the time left in the half. 12 minutes, 10 seconds, and they're on. And now we have a foul underneath going against Kirkwood on the hold. A foul charged to Brady Sartorius, his first. All of a sudden, Kirkwood with 4 fouls. J.J. Foster will trigger the inbounds. Lobs it into Lane, who squares up. Back to Juan Kofi. Juan out of the corner right side. Now Fleming. Left it comes J.J. Foster. Draws a double team. Off to Coffey out of the corner inside Lane. Eduardo back to Juan Coffey. Shot is up a bit short. Rebounded by Apple for Kirkwood. Thedford. Top of the circle. Casper Bauer trying to find an opening. Now Sartorius goes underneath, tips it outside. Fleming got a hand on it. Casper Bauer for 3. Shot clock was running down. Lane with a rebound. Here come the Tigers. Edwards inside looking for Lane. The ball is on the floor. Pass just a little bit high. 2-point lead for Kirkwood in their ball. Apple for 3 from the right side. Luke Apple liked to shoot that shot when he was in high school playing for the Marshalltown Bobcats. Underneath, the Tigers go to Lane. He lets the defender fly by, then puts the hoop through. 10 points for Eduardo. A 3-point Kirkwood lead. Apple tries a 3 again. This time it's on the back bracket. Edwards. Good second effort with a rebound. Fleming sets it. Tiger ball. Offensive court. Right side Lane. Fakes. Now open for 12. Hits it. So the big guy can go outside and he can hit the shot there as well. Kirkwood will take a timeout right here with 10:19 to play. Kirkwood has a 1-point lead. Kirkwood's ball, midpoint, first half. 1-point game with Kirkwood in the lead. Looking for the backdoor cut. Off the right side. Pickens tries to get the shot off. He did, but he's fouled. The foul is going to go against Nicholas Fleming. His first. Team's second. With 10:05 to go at the line, shooting 2. Alante Pickens for the Eagles. First free throw is up and no good. Pickens will get a second one here. 2 3-pointers to his credit on the night so far. Second one is good. 20-18. Kirkwood by 2. Tigers ball. Edwards out front. Apple caused that one, but the Tigers save it. J.J. Foster in the lane to Bassarou Njai. Bassarou is fouled. From the look on his face, Nico Gosnell is going to be whistled for his second personal. 5th team foul against the Eagles. Bassarou Njai at the line for the Tigers. Free throw 1 won't go. Ouch. 9:49 to play. Back in the lineup for Kirkwood is Sabian Sims. Karan Vidovic coming in for Kelton Edwards. No. They're just exchanging some information. So Njai with the second free throw. Got it. Although it tried to spin out of there. 1 point. Kirkwood lead. Left side, Thedford. Got the high screen from Apple, puts up the runner and got it. Devontae Thedford. Kirkwood back to a 3-point advantage. Fleming comes left. Kelton Edwards goes inside Njai. Spin move on Apple, who blocks the shot. It's out of bounds. The ball will come back to the Tigers. When he was in high school, Luke Apple was the main focus of the Bobcat offense. They won 8 games and won their first tournament game in a number of years. A little more successful record-wise than had been previous. Here's Kelton Edwards, open from 12 on the left side, up and good. Teams have got to respect his shooting ability, inside and outside. And if he scores, that takes a little pressure off some of the other Tigers. Sartorius, Pickens, Thedford, 3 guards out front, and in the lane, a whistle and a push-off goes against Sabian Sims of Kirkwood. That is team foul number 6. Tigers looking to tie it here or take the lead, trailing by 1. A little over 8 minutes left in the first half. Fleming trying to get started offensively. Shake and bake move. Step through, can't fight it. Out front looking for Vidovic. Thedford got a hand on it. It's out of bounds to the Tigers, but 9 on the shot clock. Foster. Now with 5. Driving. Feeds it off outside. Edwards for 3. Got it off. Apple with the rebound of the missed 3. Down court. Eagles. Outside, a 3-ball attempt. Spins in and out. J.J. Foster. Feeds ahead. Fleming for 3 from the right wing. He's fouled. He'll go to the line. He'll shoot 3. Alante Pickens picks up the foul. That's the 7th foul against Kirkwood. But Nicholas Fleming gets 3 here. You oftentimes wonder what's going through the defender's mind when they foul the shooter outside. Free throw 1 is good for Fleming, his first point of the ballgame. Fleming's second is up and it's good. Tigers with a 1-point lead. Basaru Njai checking out of the Tiger lineup. Eduardo Lane checking back in. And Nicholas Fleming could make it a 3-point play. He does. Hits the free throw. Gets an opportunity to rest as Juan Kofe checks back in for the Tigers. 8 minutes. Sartorius brings it to the timeline. Ball fake, pulls up, jumper, 12-footer is good. He's done that move a couple of times. We're tied at 24. Edwards feeds in the lane to Eduardo Lane. Sets the screen, got the switch off. Coffey looking for Foster inside the lane. Skips it to the right corner for Kelton Edwards, 3-ball. Up and good. Does that with a lot of grace on that shot. You can tell when he releases if it's going to go in or not by the rotation or lack thereof of the basketball. Outside, 3-ball attempt for Kirkwood is no good. Goran Vidovic with the rebound for the Tigers. Now to Juan Kofe. Kofe in the lane. Running shot too low on the backboard. Pickens for Kirkwood. Driving, challenging, and the runner is good. Alante Pickens with his 8th point. 27-26 Tigers. Foster down the lane, and he gets the advantage in the basket. Apple had turned his back. Foster saw that and knew he could get there, and even if he was contested, he'd go to the line. Sartorius back right to Sims. They reverse it left side. Pickens with the 3-ball attempt, no good. Underneath, the putback by Sims is good. His first basket of the game as we hit the 6-minute mark here. Foster inside to Eduardo Lane. Fake turn, running layup. They're going to say foul before the shot. Foul will be charged against Luke Apple of Kirkwood. Connor Kasperbauer will check into the lineup along with Doug Wilson for Kirkwood. Eduardo Lane shooting the front end of a 1-and-1. It's up, and it's no good. So the Tigers now look at playing defense. 1-point lead. MCC down the lane, got the half step he needed. Doug Wilson, fresh off the bench, puts Kirkwood back in front by a point. Now J.J. Foster, no look pass, stolen. Down court, Doug Wilson with the lay-in. Off the bench, and he's got 2 straight baskets as Kirkwood has a 3-point advantage now. Nicholas Fleming returning for the Tigers, replaces Kelton Edwards. Tiger ball on the back court. J.J. Foster. Man defense by Kirkwood. Coffey uses the screen set by Vidovic. Fleming to J.J. Foster. Out front, guarded by Apple. Vidovic back to Foster. Looking inside, Juan Coffey. Ball movement, pass inside to Eduardo Lane. Up and over Apple. Missed it. Apple with a rebound. 5 minutes to go in the half. Kirkwood's basketball. Backdoor play, Sartorius got the half step, and he scores the basket. Timeout taken by MCC. 34-29, Kirkwood with the 5-point advantage. Tigers basketball as we resume play. 4:49 away from halftime. Kirkwood with the lead of 34-29. Tigers with Juan Coffey looking inside for Eduardo Lane. There's a lob inside. They got the matchup they want. Lane to the left hand with a nice basket. Doing a lot better and getting in position off the blocks. Kirkwood with Pickens. Going up top to Apple. Looking back door to Sartorius. He misses the shot. We're going to have a foul, and Wilson hangs on to the basket. Goran Vidovic will pick up the personal. It's only the 3rd foul against the Tigers here in the half. But it's a shooting foul for Brady Sartorius. Shooting a pair for the Eagles. It's up and no good. Kirkwood, a Division II contender to advance to the national tournaments. Sartorius' second free throw was up and good. Nicely placed campus on the southern edge of Cedar Rapids, on the east side of 380. Here's Juan Coffey Feeding it to the corner for J.J. Foster. 10 on the shot clock. To the far corner, now to Vidovic outside. Foster with 3. Puts up the 15-footer. It's no good, and we've got a foul late. Alante Pickens picks up the foul. 8th foul against, make that 9, against Kirkwood. Their next foul here in the half, the Tigers will get 2. J.J. Foster started some games last year, but a very valuable role coming off the bench. Up on the first one and good. 3 points now for Foster. 35-32. Devontae Thedford checking into the lineup for Kirkwood. Foster eyes the basket, looking to make a hoop here, and does at the free throw line. 35-33. Tigers have hit 10 out of 12, if my calculations are correct. Kirkwood goes deep, working on Lane. Outside from the corner, Casper Bauer with the 3 ball. 38-33. Kirkwood. Vidovic off to Nicholas Fleming. Now Vidovic for 3. And he gets it. Garan is deceptive. He is capable of hitting that shot on more than one occasion. 2-point game at the 3-minute mark in the first half. Kirkwood with the drive inside. A foul, I think, against Nicholas Fleming. It is. A little bit of the hands-on. 4th team foul against the Tigers. Kelton Edwards returns for Fleming. The Eagles will inbound it. Offensive zone right of the basket. Looking in for Casper Bauer. Coming right with the dribble. Thedford. Now Wilson. Boy, does he have a good crossover step. Doug Wilson with 12 points. Margin is 4 down court. The Tigers had the shot. Now up with the basketball, Sartorius against Juan Coffey. Coffey's going to pick up the foul. Good hustling down court by Juan. Somehow that ball did not go in for the Tigers. It's a shooting foul, however, for Brady Sartorius. Made 1 out of 2 a minute ago. 40-36. Sartorius misses the first. He'll get a second. 2:31 to play here, first half. Anybody's game. Sartorius' second is up and good. He is 2 out of 4 on the night. Has 6 points. Tigers looking to score here. Keep it close. Eduardo Lane has been the big offensive person inside. Goran Vidovic just a hair short on the 3 ball. Kirkwood with the basketball moving up court. Now the ball loose, picked up. Kelton Edwards on the race to the hoop, lays it up and in. 9 points for Edwards. 41-38. Sartorius looking inside, gives it off to Doug Wilson. Outside, Luke Apple. Back it goes to Sartorius. Wilson against the double team. Tigers trying to cover up everybody. Apple one-on-one against Eduardo Lane. Gets the lean, gets the shot. Lane went straight up. Good defense on his part. 43-38. Apple, 7 points so far. And here's Eduardo Lane. They're going to call it offensive foul as Apple drew the charge. Second foul against Eduardo. Basaru Njai into the lineup. 80 seconds left in the half. Still anybody's contest, although Kirkwood has the advantage. About the 6-minute mark, they began to assert a lead. Took it away from the Tigers, so we'll see if the Tigers bounce it back. Apple working one-on-one with Kelton Edwards. Shot is up by Apple. A foul spotted underneath against the Tigers. Kelton Edwards picks up his first. Apple will go to the line shooting 2 for Kirkwood. Six free throw attempts so far by Kirkwood up into this one. And they have made 3. So 50% shooting by Kirkwood. Apple with 7 points, looking for number 8. Missed both free throws. Njai with a rebound. Basket here would be big for the Tigers. Got that 5-point lead down to at least 3, if not 2. Inside Njai. Around Apple. And a foul goes against Luke Apple. That'll be his second. Freshman getting a lot of playing time at 6'7". Basaru Njai made 1 out of 2 a while ago. Misses the first one here. Basaru had been a starter earlier in the season, sometimes last year as well. He and Mohamed Tiam gave along with Lane, gave the Tigers a pretty formidable front line. 4-point differential with 40 seconds left. Tigers are going to get the ball back. Shot clock and game clock. About 15 seconds differential. From the left sideline, the 3-ball up and won't go. Rebounded by Vidovic. Shot clock is off. Tigers can play for the last second shot. J.J. Foster. 13 on the clock. Now with 8. Moving left. Foster launches the 3. Got it from the top of the circle. And that's a timely shot. The 3-ball brings the Tigers back to within a point. As we hit the halftime, Kirkwood with the lead, 43-42. Unofficial scoring, Sabian Sims with 2. Alante Pickens with 9. Connor Kasperbauer with 5. Doug Wilson with 12. Luke Apple with 7. Devontae Thetford with 2. Brady Sartorius off the bench has 6. Nico Gosnell did not score in the first half. Kirkwood hit on 3 free throws out of 8. For the Tigers, Tigers have hit 11 free throws out of 14. Juan Cafe with 4 points. Goran Vidovic with 3. Nicholas Fleming with 3. Basaru Njai with 2. Kelton Edwards has 9. That's half his 18-point average. J.J. Foster with 7. Eduardo Lane with 14. And that's your scoring for the Tigers. It's a 1-point game here at halftime. We'll be back for the start of the second half in about 13 minutes. Kirkwood leads MCC 43-42. Getting ready to go into the second half, and it's a one-point ball game with the Eagles of Kirkwood 43, the Tigers of MCC with 42. Kirkwood in the first half hit 18 of 28. Tigers hit on 14 of 24. Kirkwood 4 out of 11 from three-point range. The Tigers hit on 3 out of 5. Free throws, that's what kept the Tigers in it. They've hit 11 of 14. Kirkwood has hit 3 out of 8. In the rebounding department, Kirkwood with the advantage there with 13. The Tigers with 7. Luke Apple and Doug Wilson each have 3 rebounds along with Sims. Leading rebounder for the Tigers with 2 is Goran Vidovic. As the three-point shooting hasn't really had an impact here so far. So we'll see what develops over the next 20 minutes as we get ready to start second half. Vidovic, Fleming, Edwards for the Tigers, along with Lane and Kofi. Starting 5 for Kirkwood: Sims, Pickens, Casper, Bauer, Wilson, and Apple. Tigers with first possession. Juan Kofi got the layup, left it a bit short. He hits the deck hard. And we have Blue committing the foul. It is Luke Apple committing the personal foul. First foul against the Eagles here in the second half. Sending to the free throw stripe, Juan Kofi. Kofi is 2 for 2 on the night from the line. The first one is up and no good. He'll get a second. Off the bench for Kirkwood, Nico Gosnell getting some height in that lineup. Kofi's second free throw also no good, off the back iron. 1-point win the other night for the Tiger men at the buzzer. Kelton Edwards came alive in the second half. Here's the drive by Wilson. Boy, he's got quick first step and a long stride. 16 now for Wilson. Kirkwood, first basket of the second half. Back to a 3-point advantage. Kelton Edwards outside, guarded by Wilson. Edwards back to Vidovic. Goran with a three-pointer. Got it! Goran Vidovic with the three-pointer. And we have the whistle stopping the action. Tigers with their fourth three-pointer. Game is tied at 45. First tie here in the second half. Shaking free is Alante Pickens. And we have a push-off foul against Kirkwood. Foul will be against Luke Apple. He's off the floor. The foul is against Alante Pickens. His third foul, second foul against Kirkwood in the half. Fleming, Edwards. Edwards rises top of the circle. It's up no good. Eduardo Lane with a rebound and a fresh clock for MCC. Tied at 45 with a little over 18 left. Lob inside, trying to go inside. Wilson picks it up. That was a pass intended for Kelton Edwards, deflected by Kirkwood. Baseline move, muscling inside. The shot is good by Nico Gosnell. 47-45. Kirkwood. Tigers looking inside for Eduardo Lane. Coffey directing the traffic. And a whistle and a steps call against Fleming of the Tigers. Kirkwood with Sartorius. Had a good first half. Wilson trying to shake down the lane. Couldn't find the opening. This is Casper Bauer. Sartorius. We're under 18 minutes to go. Wilson, quick move to his left hand in the lane. Somehow with the long arms able to get that up and over Eduardo Lane. Coming up on 18 minutes, rather 17 and a half. Goran Vidovic, Coffey inside Eduardo Lane. Kirkwood drops back to help out. Lane outside, Fleming with 9 back inside Lane, got the baseline move. Shot too strong. Sims rebounds for Kirkwood. Now Sartorius on the outside. Sims looking back outside, open 12-footer. No good. Ball comes onto the court. Sartorius picks it up, feeds the man open, and an extra step, it looked like from here. But Nico Gosnell with the slam home. 51-45. The 3-ball for the Tigers misses from the outside. Kirkwood with the basketball. Now a whistle. Foul against Eduardo Lane of the Tigers. That'll be his 3rd personal. First foul in the half. Basaru Njai coming into the Tiger lineup along with J.J. Foster. Fleming and Lane will check out. Sartorius with the inbounds play for the Eagles. Looking for Wilson. He's got long arms. Working on Njai. Kicks it outside for Sartorius. Shot clock at 15. Sartorius feeds it off to Wilson. That quick first step. 53-45. It's a 8-point run by Kirkwood and a timeout right here by the Tigers. Kirkwood opening up a bit of a gap. 16:29 left in the game. After the timeout taken by MCC, 16:29 remains, and Kirkwood starting the second half on a pretty good roll. They have outscored the Tigers 10-3. Tigers will inbound the ball at side court. Front of the Tiger bench, J.J. Foster. Lob pass to Juan Coffey. He'll go to the hoop, lay it up, and we have a player, Sabian Sims, who hit the deck and then lay there for a moment. Officials are taking time out to probably get him out. I'm not sure whether he slipped or an ankle or what. He's going to stay on the floor. Says he's all right. Kirkwood retains possession. Outside is Wilson. Wilson at 6'7", sophomore out of Des Moines. Lost the handle on that one. Tries to save it in play and does. Sartorius. He'll put up the jumper from 15 and miss. Vidovic rebounds it for the Tigers. MCC on the move. Vidovic down the lane. Lost the handle. It's out of bounds. It'll go back to Kirkwood. Vidovic thought an Eagle had touched it. Obviously, that is not the case. See the score, 6-point differential. Sartorius using the screen high to the corner. Wilson, spin move, layup, good. Wilson having a good game, now has 20 points. 55 for the Eagles. Looking inside for Bassaru Njai. Casper Bauer comes out with the help on the backside. Comes away with the ball. Here is Nico Gosnell with a 3-ball. Off the bench, he has 7 points all this first 10 minutes of the second half. Inside, a whistle. And we have a foul charged to the Tigers. Goran Vidovic. Pushing foul. His second personal foul. Second foul on the Tigers here in the half. But the ball gives it back to Kirkwood. Sartorius outside as Eagles spread the floor. Sartorius out of the free throw line, missed the shot. Rebounded. Bassaru. Now to Fleming. Looking off to Kofi. It's out of bounds. Touched last by Kirkwood. Tigers trying to get the ball in Kelton Edwards' hands, as he is their leading scorer to this point. 14:35 left in the half. Left in the game. Possession arrow is with Kirkwood. Juan Coffey moving against the double team, and a reach-in foul by Kirkwood. Charged to Sabian Sims, his second. Kirkwood's third team foul. Tiger ball out of bounds, side court. Now to Fleming. Man defense by Kirkwood. They have the height advantage at most every position. Coffey challenges in the lane, and a blocking foul will go against Kirkwood. Emphatic signal by the official. Doug Wilson just picked up his third personal. And a little bit of squawking from the Kirkwood bench. Juan Coffey will go to the line for the Tigers. Started out hitting his first 2 free throws and missed 2 early here in the half. Coffey with 6 points. Misses this one. Off the bench, Kyle Arrington replaces Doug Wilson in that Kirkwood lineup. Right now the official holding up on the free throw attempt. Here we go with Juan Coffey's second free throw. On the way, it's up and good. So the Tigers come out with 1 free throw out of the 2. They now trail it by 11. Kirkwood, reach-in foul, Juan Coffey on the reach around. His second, team's third. No free throws yet for Kirkwood. Off the bench, Devontae Thedford for Kirkwood. Eduardo Lane for the Tigers. Kyle Arrington is number 42 inside. Kirkwood doesn't lose anything height-wise. Arrington is 6'10" out of Council Bluffs. He gets the pass on the inside. Step through, underhand shot, almost went. Rebounded by Kelton Edwards. Coffey will set it up. A whistle stops action. A foul whistled against Sabian Sims. That'll be his third foul and the 4th team foul against Kirkwood. 6-1 record coming in. They look to be awfully deep. J.J. Foster. Juan Coffey. Coffey moving left. Open 3 look for Fleming. And he got the good look. First basket for Nicholas Fleming. It's a 3-ball for the Tigers. And it cuts that margin into single digits. Here's Sartorius on the drive. Lane with a block underneath. It's out of bounds. J.J. Foster went hustling after it. Connor Kasperbauer returns to the Kirkwood lineup for Sabian Sims. Apple, Wilson, and Pickens all have 3 personal fouls for Kirkwood. Eduardo Lane playing with 3 for the Tigers. Pass inside. Gosnell took it to the floor where it was stolen. J.J. Foster ahead to Nicholas Fleming as he goes up for the shot. The foul is charged to Devontae Thedford of Kirkwood. Shooting foul for Nicholas Fleming. He's 3 for 3 from the line. 6th team foul against Kirkwood. After this one, Tigers then will shoot the 1-1. Coming up on 13 minutes left. Big free throws here for the Tigers. Fleming wide left. If he was an NFL kicker, he would be looking for a different team tomorrow. Coaches have no tolerance for NFL kickers that miss. Second free throw is up and it's good by Fleming. I'm not sure that's a good policy. 58-52. Kirkwood outside and a whistle stops the action. We're going to have a moving screen against Kirkwood's Kyle Arrington. First foul against Arrington. It's a 7th team foul. Tigers have an opportunity to kind of work their way back. Luke Apple and Alante Pickens return for Kirkwood. J.J. Foster outside. Looks Coffey inside. Eduardo Lane uses the hoop, has a shield, and gets the basket. First basket here in the half for Eduardo. The Tigers have now run off some points. 2-possession contest right now. Pickens, Apple working on Eduardo Lane. In the lane, tries a crossover step, and a steps call, pulled the pivot foot. It'll be Kirkwood ball inside court after the timeout. 12:28 to play. Kirkwood takes the timeout here. They have the lead by 4. .28 remaining in the ball game. Kirkwood has had the lead since about the 6-minute mark of the first half. We've held on to that, although the Tigers did roar back to tie it at 45. 58-54. As we see a travel call against Kelton Edwards. Edwards right now has been the focus of Kirkwood's defense. 9 points for Kelton. He averages 18. Monday, he was able to get it going in the final 5 minutes, offensively and defensively. Kirkwood running the switch. Edwards knocks it away. Kirkwood retains possession, but 15 on the shot clock. 12 minutes to remain in the ball game. Inbounds play. Working the drive. We see a lot of the arm bar stuff from a lot of these college players. Sticking the arm out. Fresh 30 on the clock. Apple with a putback. First basket for Apple. First basket in over 2 minutes for Kirkwood. 60-54. Juan Cafe goes inside and uses the basket as the shield with the over-the-head layup. 4-point differential. Kirkwood with possession. They're going to set the screen and look for the drive down the lane. The shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Kirkwood out front. Driving, the shot is up and good by Connor Kasperbauer. 62-56. Point, counterpoint. Right now we're in that stage of the game for both teams. Kelton Edwards goes left. J.J. Foster waits for the screen, looks for the pick and roll. Eduardo Lane driving, lays it up over the lip, and scores another. 18 for Eduardo. Trading baskets. Now the ball somehow right into the hands of Eduardo Lane. Pickens was looking for somebody on the break. That somebody didn't get there. Outside Kelton Edwards for three. That's a spot he is usually pretty accurate from. And that three brings the Tigers to within a point. At 10-22 on that shot. Apple. Gosnell. Apple working on Eduardo Lane. Luke with the left-hand layup. Missed it. Saved by Eduardo Lane. Foster. Off to Kelton Edwards. Baseline move. Pull-up jumper from 12. Look out. Kelton Edwards is beginning to feel it. Tigers with the lead here. And a timeout taken by Kirkwood. 9:42 to go in the ball game. Kirkwood trailing by a point. 63 MCC, 62 Kirkwood. Kirkwood's basketball in the backcourt. Tigers 5 out there. Vidovic, Njai, Fleming, Edwards, and Foster. For Kirkwood, Thedford, Kasperbauer, Apple, Sartorius, and Wilson. This is Sartorius. 15 on the shot clock. Kasperbauer for three. Missed it. Rebounded Tigers. Fleming quickly up court. Looking the pass left. It goes for Edwards. A three ball won't go for him. Kasperbauer rebounds. Kirkwood basketball. Opportunity to take the lead. Coming up on 9 minutes remaining. Apple working on Edwards. Goes deep. Up with a shot. No good. The foul will go against Kelton Edwards. Second foul against Edwards. Fourth foul against the Tigers. Apple to the line to shoot a pair. On the night, Apple is 0 for 2 from the line. 8:51 to play. Apple gets the first free throw. 10 points for Apple. 63 all. 64-63 Kirkwood. Tigers go left. Kelton Edwards. Good look. The shot is up. It won't go down for him. Thedford with the Eagle rebound. Inside to Wilson. Working on Njai. The duck and under turnaround shot by Wilson is up and good. 22 for Wilson. A 4-point roll here. Kirkwood back in the lead by 3. Foster for the Tigers. Vidovic launches a 3. It's in and out, won't go, and Apple covers up the rebound. Kirkwood coming to your left in the blue. Inside to Wilson, working on Njai, backs him up, feeds it outside, back outside to the corner. Kasper Bauer for 3, got it. Ball movement was good that time by Kirkwood's Eagles. That results in a timeout taken by the MCC Tigers. 8:06 to go. Kirkwood leads it 69-63. Back to action, 8 minutes to play. Anybody's game at this point. 6-point lead for Kirkwood. Tigers on the attack. Kelton Edwards deals it left to Nicholas Fleming underneath. We're going to have a hold, I think, against Apple, 43. 4th personal foul against Apple. 8th team foul against Kirkwood. Basaru Njai will go to the line, front end of a 1-and-1. Off the bench, Sabian Sims in for Apple. Njai, big free throw here. Got the bounce. Basaru's points have come from the free throw strike. 3 out of 5. 6th free throw is up, and it's 4 out of 5 from Basaru. 69-65. Kirkwood. Sartorius feeds it off to Wilson. Sims. Back to Sartorius. Looking inside. Njai with a reach over the top foul. You can see that coming. Wilson put him on his hip. Made the quick turn. Vertical acceleration and quickness. Kirkwood will inbound it. Offensive court, left baseline. Sartorius looking inside for Wilson. He skies and up over the top of Basaru Njai. Big bucket for Wilson. Kirkwood hits the 70-point mark first. They average 89 a game. Now a turnover by the Tigers. Quickly down court. Wilson couldn't get to that when he tries to save it in play. Njai with a nice hand. Kirkwood a little deeper on the bench. J.J. Foster puts it up from long range. Skying for the rebound, Thedford. Kirkwood getting that rebound when they need it. 71-65, under 7 to play. Eagles looking to go to 7-1. Tigers looking to go to 7-5. Kirkwood with 10 on the shot clock. No shot and a foul against the Tigers. Nicholas Fleming picks up the foul, his 3rd. That's the 6th team foul against the Tigers. Next one puts Kirkwood at the line. Probably where Coach Peterson would like them to be with about 6 minutes to play. Sartorius inbounds. Here's Wilson. J.J. Foster's trying to stick on the baseline, and Wilson spins it off the glass. A little reverse spin. 26 points for him, most of it inside. 73-65. From the far corner, Vidovic feeds one coffee inside to Basaru Njai. Missed the shot inside, and Sabian Sims of Kirkwood pulls down the rebound. That's a big one there for the Eagles. Outside on the dribble drive, Casper Bauer, Sartorius for three. Won't go. Njai rebounds it. Tiger basketball. Time to start turning possessions into points. Last three possessions have not been kind for the Tigers. Vidovic outside. Looking now to Foster. Fleming for three. It rims. Rebounded Wilson. Kirkwood. Sims will bring it up to the timeline. Thedford sets up the offense. 5.5 to go. You see the shot clock halfway through. Here's Wilson around Njai. Count the basket, and the foul will go against Basiru Njai. Wilson, quick acceleration. Opportunity here for a three-point play with 5:33 remaining. Wilson with 28. None of them are three-pointers. 3 in the first 10 minutes, 3 in the second 10 minutes of the half. 4 field goals in the first 10 minutes of the second half, 4 in the second half. Consistency. 76-65. Kirkwood by 11. Foster to the corner. Fleming for three, misfired. Kofi with a rebound, step through, put off the glass, and score. Offensive putback, 11 points now for Juan Kofi. It's only the second basket for the Tigers in the last 2.5 minutes. Meantime, Kirkwood has put up 3. They feed it inside to Sabian Sims. He's fouled on the drive down the lane. The foul charged to Goran Vidovic, his third. Free throw time for Sabian Sims. Sims fouled in the act of shooting. 4:57 to play. Free throws up and no good. Right now, that's probably a weakness of Kirkwood, getting to the line with all the guys they have on the inside, shooting the free throws. Second free throw is up and it's good. Back to its 10-point lead is Kirkwood. Driving inside, the backdoor play. Kelton Edwards has the shot rejected. Kirkwood now setting it off the right side. 5 possession at the max. Shot, pass inside to Wilson around lane. This time he doesn't get the roll, but he gets the rebound. Tried to put it back. Ruled it's out of bounds. Touched last by the Tigers. Kirkwood. The clock is still running. How come? We'll have to double check on the clock. 22 on the shot clock. And put 3 back up on the game clock. Kirkwood looking to get it into Wilson. From the right wing, the 3 ball is up and good. That may be a signature one. Connor Kasperbauer with 13 points. Kirkwood with 80. They average 89. And a timeout taken here by MCC. 4:06 to play in the ball game. Right now, Kirkwood in the lead. As we resume action, 4:06 remaining in the ball game. Marshalltown Community College 67, Kirkwood with 80. Kirkwood had played only 7 games coming into this one, 4 fewer than the Tigers. It's up to the Tigers to try to cut the margin. Looking inside for Eduardo Lane with a nice turnaround. 20 points for Eduardo Lane. Can the Tigers get the ball away from the Eagles? Wilson around Lane, goes for the shovel shot. Lane whistled for the foul. That'll be his 4th. To the line will go Doug Wilson for Kirkwood. Getting 2 free throws here. Could pretty well sort of ice it, margin-wise. Gets the friendly roll over the front lip of the rim. 81-69. Wilson now with 30. And the second free throw, too strong. Rebounded. Tigers. Kelton Edwards. Tigers have successfully used Eduardo Lane inside. Kirkwood has pretty much shut down Kelton Edwards on the outside. Inside-outside punch is tough to guard. J.J. Foster on the drive. Foul whistled against Kirkwood. Sabian Sims just picked up his 4th. J.J. Foster to the line for the Tigers, shooting the front end of the 1-on-1. 3:25 to go. Still a chance. Foster gets the first free throw down, earning the second. 8 points for JJ, 81-70. Foster could make it a 10-point differential, which is still a 4-possession game. Foster with time, makes it. Foster hits both free throws. Kirkwood now will try to milk the clock. Pass goes up high. Wilson out of the corner. Casper Bauer. Sartorius looking for Wilson. He wants the pass inside. Sims kicks it back out with 8 on the shot clock. Sartorius trying to go to the right side, traveled with the basketball. 3 minutes remaining. It's MCC ball at side court. Looking for the W. MCC with 2 wins coming into this one. Trying to make it 3. It's Kirkwood slowly pulled away. Now Coffey with the basketball. Kirkwood making the Tigers have to work for everything. Edwards misses the 3 ball from the corner. Eduardo Lane with a putback, no good but one. Coffey is there for the tip. 81-73. 2:36 to play. To the timeline, a timeout taken by Kirkwood. 2:32 to go. Kirkwood going to talk strategy here. They know the Tigers are going to come after him. We might have the old hack attack, shack attack, if you will, before the rules in college basketball were changed. Everybody playing Shaquille O'Neal tried to foul him and make him go to the free throw line. For some of you, that's ancient history. For some of us, we remember it very well. Two minutes, 32 seconds left in this game after Kirkwood took the timeout. They have the advantage by 8 points. Juan Coffey, Goran Vidovic, J.J. Foster, Kelton Edwards, Eduardo Lane, the 5 out on the floor. for Kirkwood, Casper Bauer, Sims, Sartorius, Wilson, and Thedford. Four corner spread offense now for Kirkwood, and Sartorius is going to be called for steps out front. Moving that foot, and that's the second consecutive time he's been called for that move. He's not sure what he did or didn't do. For the Tigers, though, it's do or die time. Got to score quickly and take very little time off that clock. Kelton Edwards outside. Kirkwood putting pressure on the outside. It's out of bounds. Touched last by Kirkwood. 2:12 to play. MCC with 19 on the shot clock. Here's Wilson with his steal on the inbounds pass. Now Sartorius outside will give it to Thedford. He'll go back to Sartorius. 20 on the shot clock, 2 minutes left in the game. Kirkwood probably not going to take a shot here. Just milk the old clock on a three-leg stool. Thedford trying to shake free, challenging Lane, puts it up and gets the bounce. Devontae Thedford, 83-73, Kirkwood. Foster cannot find the three ball. Underneath feeds Juan Kofi. Juan's over the head shot, won't go. Eduardo Lane looking for the putback. And we are going to have a foul underneath. Charge to Devontae Thedford of Kirkwood. 10th foul, and Eduardo Lane heads to the line for the Tigers, shooting a pair. Minute 23 remaining. Eduardo Lane, one of his better offensive games tonight, needed a little assist from some teammates. 20 points for Eduardo. 2 out of 4 from the free throw stripe here. Kirkwood used a couple 3 defenders against Lane throughout the course of the game. Eduardo's second free throw is good. 83-74. Timeout taken. MCC. A minute 23 to play. Talking strategy and setting it up. Kirkwood has the advantage right here, as they have the 9-point lead. Minute 23 to play on this one. Kirkwood and the Tigers. It was Kirkwood by 1 at the halftime break, 43-42. Kirkwood opened the second half after a 45-45 tie, and they raced out to a 53-45 lead, and it's been catch-up for the Tigers since that point. Kirkwood with the ball in play. Tigers trying to double team in the steal. Jump ball is forced. Possession arrow gives it back to Kirkwood, however. Kirkwood's in the bonus. The Tigers are in the double bonus on fouls. A minute 20. Kirkwood was trying to set the screen, trying to get the ball inbounded. Tigers doing a good job defending. And it's a 5-second count. Ball comes back to the Tigers. Off the bench for MCC comes Eduardo Lane. as the official is going to discuss something here. Juan Coffey comes out. So evidently the Tigers might try to go inside to Lane, or if they put up the three-point shot, hoping that Lane gets the rebound. Another discussion from the officiating crew. They'll get it solved here one way or the other. Coach Peterson is asking the question. Brian has done very well coaching at Kirkwood. I think he succeeded Doug Wegemaster. Brian played at Iowa State. Played some valuable minutes. He's got a good background in basketball. Basketballology. Me, I'm a baseball nut. Here's J.J. Foster on the move in the lane. Kelton Edwards. That's been the night for the Tigers. It wouldn't go. Sabian Sims with the rebound. Sims will go at the hoop. He's fouled by J.J. Foster. First foul by J.J. 2 free throws coming for Sabian Sims of Kirkwood. 1:02 to play. Sims has 3 points on the ball game. Kirkwood has nobody along the free throw lane except 4 Tigers. Free throw 1 is up, no good by Sims. 89 points per game average by the Eagles. The Tigers at 79.5. Both teams short of their averages. Vidovic with the rebound. We're under a minute. J.J. Foster. Tigers trying to speed it up and get the shot off Vidovic from the outside. 3-ball won't go down. Sabian Sims with a rebound and Eduardo Lane with a foul. That'll be number 5 on Eduardo as he fouls out with 48 seconds left in the game. He finishes 3 for 5 from the line. No three-pointers, but he had 9 field goals, 21 points. Free throw time for Sabian Sims, and he's having a devilish of a problem. He missed his first, made the second, and since that point has missed 4 in a row. Second one is up, no good as well. Tigers want Coffey. Spins it back to Kelton Edwards off Kelton's hands. Picked up and no basket. Foul is outside by Nicholas Fleming. That'll be his 4th. Sending Kirkwood to the line with 40 seconds to go. It will be Doug Wilson at the line shooting a pair for the Eagles. 30 points. 31. Wilson hits the front end of the free throw. Second free throw on the way. Up and good. Probably a career high in points for him. Long 3-ball up and good by J.J. Foster from the outside. First points for the Tigers in a bit. 30 seconds to go in the ball game. Kirkwood going to play keep away. Foul goes against Kelton Edwards of the Tigers on the reach around. 14 points for Edwards. At the line is Connor Kasperbauer. He has hit 2 crucial 3-point field goals here for the Eagles in the second half. Free throw 1 is up and good. 86-77. 14 for Kasperbauer. 14 it remains. He misses the second. Juan Coffey with the rebound. Game clock is at 20. Kelton Edwards for 3 from downtown. For the Tigers, 86-80. And a timeout taken here by MCC. They are out of timeouts. Kirkwood has 2 remaining. 19.4 seconds left in this one. Looks like Kirkwood's going to go back to CR on Highway 30 with their 7th win of the year. Just a shade over 19 seconds left, as you can see on the screen. 86-80. Kirkwood basketball out of bounds, backcourt. Ball in play, knocked away. Tigers up with it. Fleming feeds Coffey on the baseline, and it spins out of bounds. Kirkwood will play it back in with 16 seconds left. Same situation, same inbounds play from Kirkwood. Sartorius on the far side. Tigers trying to commit the foul. Goran Vidovic picks up his 4th. With 12 seconds left, Brady Sartorius will go to the line for Kirkwood to shoot a pair. 6 points in the ball game for him. Two possessions in 12 seconds, that's possible. Now to get 3 is going to be pretty tough. Sartorius hits the first free throw. 87-80. 88-80. Sartorius hits both free throws. Kirkwood has their offensive average almost. J.J. Foster on the drive on the left side of the lane. Fouled. He'll go to the line for the Tigers. The foul whistled against Alante Pickens. J.J. Foster shooting the first of 2. Up and good. 88-81. Tigers have reached their offensive average. Foster's second free throw is up. It is good. 6 for 6 from the line. Tigers needing a steal here and a 3-pointer. Then another steal on the 3-pointer. Foul on the inbound. Sartorius got the pass. Vidovic with the foul. That will be number 5 on him, I believe. So he fouls out with 8 seconds remaining. Vidovic will finish the game with a total of 6 points, 3 in each half. Palmy Thoresen, number 20, into the lineup for the Tigers. Brady Sartorius hits the free throw. 89-82 Kirkwood. And they have hit the 90-point mark. Sartorius has hit 6 out of 8. J.J. Foster for 3. Rebound is Kirkwood, and they're just going to be able to stand and hold it. And the Eagles with the win here tonight by a score of 90-82. The Tigers put up 40 points in the second half, as Kirkwood puts up 50 in the second half. Checking the scoring rundown, Sabian Sims for Kirkwood finishes with 3. Alante Pickens, 9. Connor Kasperbauer, 15. Doug Wilson, super game for him, 32 points. Luke Apple coming home to play his first collegiate game on his home court. He played here in high school for 1 season. Finishes with 11. Devontae Thedford finishes with 4. Brady Sartorius finishes with